Shalom, everybody. Daniel from Ancient Biblical Oils and Ancient Biblical Healing. I just thought I would throw my hat or my turban into the ring with regards to the debate. Should we keep Hanukkah? Should we not keep Hanukkah? Is the 8-branch Hanukkah, the 8-branch menorah from hell, or is it kosher and permissible to use, etc., etc.? Okay. Now, I actually did a Hanukkah teaching for the friends and family who are on the farm with us for the first day of Hanukkah. My position at this current understanding is that, yes, we should keep Hanukkah. Why would we not, right? Why do I say that? Because we see that Mashiach clearly is keeping Hanukkah, right? John 10, it says that he is at the temple and it's the feast of dedication, right? Dedication is exactly that Hebrew word Hanukkah. Now, it cannot be the dedication of a new temple unless maybe I've missed the details in the historic record where it is that there was a new temple set up at the time where it is that Mashiach was walking the earth and he went to that dedication of the new temple, right? The fact that the temple is standing, it can only be in reference to the dedication, which is that the Maccabees did a couple of hundred years before that, okay? So he doesn't say that this is wrong. The whole of Israel is keeping this feast of dedication, right? Because the temple is where the Sanhedrin sits. The entire government of the country has sanctioned this. And there is no, There's no pushback from Messiah. There's no pushback from anyone in the New Testament, okay? If we understand the importance of this celebration, the fact that if the Maccabees didn't revolt and we lost to the Greeks, it's very possible that we wouldn't have a New Testament, wouldn't have a Messiah. Right? Same with the Feast of Purim. Right? If Esther and them lost, it is possible that we wouldn't have a New Testament and the Messiah. So for us who believe in the New Testament, who believe in the Messiah, then this is these two festivals in particular are of great importance. Okay? Now, from a Torah perspective, there is no Torah law that says we are forbidden from making man-made feasts and festivals, as in our own Israelite man-made feasts and festivals. There's no such a thing. What we can't do is create a man-made feast and festival and then say it overrides a Torah feast and festival, or say it is a Torah feast or festival. Okay? So what's the proof for that? We see in the book of Zechariah, where it is that we make man-made memorials, which is the opposite of a feast, or maybe it is a feast because we have a Yom Kippur, which is a fast, and it's called a feast, right? So anyway, we have memorials for certain things that took place. I think it's around the destruction of the temple, and they fasts, which is written in the book of Zechariah. And then Yehovah says, I'm going to turn your fast days into feasting celebrative days. Right? It doesn't say you are wrong for having made these fast days. He says, I'm going to actually upgrade them and make them become festivals. This means that it is permissible for us to make commemorative feast days. What we can't do, just to solidify this idea, is to say that our man-made feasts are the feasts of Yehovah or the feasts of the Torah, and we can't override the feasts of the Torah. Tradition is a good thing as long as the traditions are in their position, which means of lower authority than the eternal word, which is the actual Torah. Okay? So I hope that understanding is clear. With regards to the menorah, is the 8-branched menorah an evil thing from hell or whatever the case may be? I disagree, right? Why? Because it seems, if Strong's can be trusted, that the root word for where menorah, we get the Hebrew word menorah, means a burning lamp. It does not mean a 6-branched burning lamp. Okay? And then for my own personal understanding at this particular point, that the scripture solidifies this idea by then describing what the menorah actually looks like, right? It must have 6 branches, 7 including the middle shaft. It must have a certain design on it. It must have oil lamps, what material it must be made out of, and also where it must be placed. Right? All those details make a menorah or the menorah kosher. Now, if Adonai is saying that is the definition of a menorah, it means that if you make a menorah for yourself out of iron, then that menorah is not kosher, because the rest of the details also include gold, right? In fact, if you had to make the menorah exactly how it is that the scripture says that the menorah should be made, and then not place it in the temple, then you've broken the Torah as well, right? Because it's not just about how it is that it looks, what material it is made out of, it is also where it is that it is placed. So with the same idea, there's no way in the Torah where it says that we cannot make a burning lamp of 1,000 branches, as long as we don't say that that's the menorah that should be in the temple, or then go and place it in the temple. I hope that makes sense. Again, there is a teaching behind this 8-branched menorah. Is it related to the actual menorah in the temple? 100%. Why? Because the story is about the actual menorah burning for 8 days, when it shouldn't have lasted more than 1 day. Now, does that mean that the story is authentic? I have no idea whether it is that the story is authentic. Does the story teach us a valuable lesson? 100% the story teaches us a valuable lesson. Can we say that our belief is only based on that which it is that we can prove scientifically or from evidence? No, because if you tell me, if I ask you to prove, did Abraham exist? You have to be honest. The only thing that you have is our record, right? Did Yitzhak exist? Did Yaakov exist? Did Moshe exist? No evidence. Yet we believe in these things, right? By faith. So could it be that we could believe in the idea of our Elohim, our God, doing miracles and making oil last for more than 1 day? Why not? Right? In fact, one of the ways that you spell the Hebrew word Hanukkah has a numerical value of, I think I'm hacking it now, I think it's 89. 89. You put 8 and 9 together, you get the value of 17. And you add 1 and 7 together, and you get the value of 8. New beginnings. And for sure, there's an idea throughout Scripture of the 8th day being something special, right? Where there's this new beginning. And what's the whole dedication about? It's about 7 days of preparing and getting the altar ready, and getting the altar ready in order that the temple may function, right? On the 8th day, fully function, that we can now bring every other type of sacrifice it is that we bring to worship the great King officially from the 8th day moving forward. So does the number 8 have significance with regards to the actual Torah instructions with regards to how the temple functions? Yes. Anyway, I hope that makes sense. Blessings. Enjoy your Hanukkah. Shalom.